Hey everybody, my name is Jordan Jeske. I'm with Project Athletics. I'm excited to be here with Alberta Golf today talking about the 5 exercises that any golfer can do at home with limited equipment to get you guys prepared for the upcoming golf season. Let's get gripping and ripping and let's have some fun. Let's go.
So we want to make sure that our spine is relatively neutral, right? We don't want to be too rounded. We call that C posture. And we don't want to be too extended. We call that S posture. So for us to be efficiently move the body and make sure that you're using the right muscles and everything's working effectively, we want to have as much of a neutral spine as possible. Nice little hinge from our hips, okay? So rotate that upper body without moving your lower body, okay? And go both ways, and I don't care how far you rotate. I just want to see that we can separate the two. Head stay still as well. Perfect. There you go. That feel good? Okay, so now we're gonna go the other way. This is the harder one. You're gonna rotate your lower body without moving your upper body, okay? This is a tougher one. Okay, and that's kind of what we're looking for, is this rotary motion versus kind of the hips sliding outside to side. Because for us, we don't wanna sway and slide through the golf ball. We wanna be able to effectively use that lower body in our golf swing.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So for us, when we see a lot of our golfers come in, they haven't taken their body through certain movements, and there's our body for the golf swing, there's a lot of complex moves that if we want to hit the ball consistently, we have to move our body daily in those directions, right? So working the lower body hip mobility is super important, that internal rotation, T-spine mobility, working the shoulders. A lot of our athletes, you know, they have desk jobs, we're sitting quite a bit. So postural exercises are going to be super important. So can you move that upper body without moving the lower, right? We'll see, again, maybe some flat shoulder plane. We're up here versus maintaining that side bending. Or again, we're maybe limited in how well we can rotate. We want that initial move to be T-spine related, not arm related, right? The lower one is super important. So we see a lot of our athletes that will just kind of sway and slide instead of making it more rotary. And so being able to get the top of your backswing, get that initial push and separation. If someone has a hard time separating it, slowly with intention, they're probably not doing it as effectively when you add speed to it, right? Speed hides inefficiency, we always tell our athletes. So we want to really kind of break the body down, show them all the different moving parts, put it back together again so they can do it properly. So those two are really important as far as just taking yourself through it at home.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's move to some stability stuff for you. Rotate towards me now. Perfect. Rotate back. Stand up. Rotate that way. Keep your knee right where it is. There you go. So these are really working those rotational slings now. Step back again. What's up, Dave? Big turn. Find your balance. There you go. Go the other way. So go down again. Go down again. Rotate towards me. There you go. So that's going to really work that inner thigh. Come all the way back up. That's the one right there. Good. Boom. 1. Back to center. 2. Good. Good. Straighten your legs just a little bit more. So not as bent. Just come up a little bit higher. Right there. And then boom. Rotate. Right there. That's the one. There it is. Good. So you're creating good separation of that upper and lower body. Feeling those obliques, the sides? Yeah. Hell yeah. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Good man.
So the overhead throw, sit up and throw, is really important because this lat power and core power, this is our engine of our body, right? And so if I can't sit up and throw, there's a lot of other factors that go into it. But if I have a hard time throwing that medicine ball, I know that I'm not able to kind of maintain that connection of lower and upper body. And so there's going to be some power leakages there, or they're just not getting the most of it.
All right, buddy. Okay, so we're going to sit up and throw test. So this is one of our TPI power tests. This is going to really test our lat power and core power. So this is a tougher move for a lot of our athletes, and this really lets us know where we're losing power in that golf swing and how well we can kind of transfer from upper to lower body. Boom. That's the one. Good, right there. Get some arc, so let that come up a little bit. Let's go 3 more. Boom, that's the one right there. Good. So we're using everything, right? Using everything.
Oh, that's real good.
Pop, right there. Nice. So at the very top position, that arm is at that 90-degree position like we would be in the back of our golf swing. Okay, and then what we're trying to do is just move as fast as we can. So lock it in, and you're gonna move as quick as you can. All right? Here we go, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, done. Good. There you go. So again, about 7 seconds. Okay, lots of energy, heart rate's gonna spike. But again, our golf swing is a powerful movement, right? The rest of it, right, you're walking, all that kind of stuff, but when you're getting up there, we gotta be using everything.
When we
So-
put the building blocks together, we're going to work on mobility, stability. That's kind of our base. I want to see that someone has good range of motion and good stability over their joints. Then we build on strength. That's kind of the second part of the pyramid, right? We don't want to build strength on top of dysfunction. So making sure they move really well, then we put it all together.
Right hand right here. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa!